What is going on, guys? It is Wrestlelamia here, back with some more news. Join us now as we look at the wildest news stories and rumors you need to know, including did John Cena bury Triple H? Serious allegations against a wrestler? TNA invades WWE? WWE is fooling us? Rhea Ripley couldn't rub the mist off her? Brock Lesnar's WWE future revealed, and much more. Be sure to subscribe and hit that notification bell for daily wrestling videos, and follow us on Facebook for exclusive lists. Now, first story looks at, did John Cena bury Triple H? Now, our top story today takes a look at a major match announcement from WWE, as it's now been confirmed that the Dream Match is finally happening, and at Crown Jewel, it will be John Cena vs AJ Styles one final time. This match was built up exclusively on social media yesterday after Cena called out Triple H to book the match. Interestingly, Cena outright declared once again that he has not picked any of his own opponents during his final run. This is obviously a huge contradiction to the claims of the game, who has outright stated multiple times that Cena has creative freedom to pick who he wants to work with in 2025. Triple H would even claim that Cena wanted to work with Brock Lesnar following Lesnar's 2025 return, and Cena was quick to shut this down in the weeks that followed. Whilst this entire social media angle was evidently planned, Cena deciding to state that he wasn't picking his opponent was no doubt a subtle dig at Triple H. Fans are pointing out that, in essence, the story is Cena is unhappy with the names Triple H has booked him to work with in 2025, so he's now taken matters into his own hands and he's decided to book his own matches. It's definitely a unique approach to say the very least, but with Cena not working any TV dates between now and Crown Jewel, this was one of the only ways WWE could build up a match between the two foes. Following Cena and AJ exchanging posts on X, the match would be made official, and Triple H and WWE's official website would drop the official graphic for the highly anticipated matchup. It reads, "A renewed rivalry, a dream match, a can't miss showdown. John Cena will go head to head with AJ Styles at WWE Crown Jewel. Cena and Styles have collided in several historic battles, including WWE Money in the Bank 2016, SummerSlam 2016, and Royal Rumble 2017. For years, the WWE Universe has been clamoring for another one-on-one match. Now the epic John Cena farewell tour will include a phenomenal stop where he takes on Styles, who is armed with renewed aggression that is sure to make their matchup an instant classic. The Crown Jewel card looks to be absolutely stacked, and there's also a Roman Reigns matchup that is still yet to be announced. However, WWE is fooling us. And due to the nature of the John Cena vs AJ Styles announcement, it's easy to assume that the match announcement was a pivot, and WWE decided to book the match at the last minute in order to please fans. However, according to Corey Hayes via X, the match has been in the works for some time. Now, if this is the case, why did WWE have Brock Lesnar squash Cena at WrestlePalooza? Wouldn't it make more sense to keep Cena strong heading into the match with AJ Styles? Next up, WWE planning an epic match. A John Cena vs AJ Styles isn't the only match that WWE have in the works, as according to BodySlam via Patreon, WWE could be planning Cena vs Dominic Mysterio. Sources also indicate to BodySlam that a match against current AAA Mega Champion and Intercontinental Champion Dominic Mysterio has been discussed for one of Cena's final 4 appearances after Crown Jewel. Cena vs Dirty Dom is definitely a match that fans have wanted to see all year, and the story of Cena competing for a championship that he's never won writes itself. There are a few rumors online that Cena vs Mysterio may end up being Cena's final ever matchup, and Cena may retire as the reigning Intercontinental Champion. This is a bold yet unique idea that would certainly help elevate the IC title. Cena has just a few dates left, and if we assume that he only wrestles on PLEs and competes in War Games at Survivor Series, this means that with the exception of the confirmed AJ match, Cena only has one single PLE match left before he calls it a day. Next up, Cody Rhodes tops the PWI list. A congrats to WWE Champion Cody Rhodes, who is yet again topped PWI's ranking list of the top wrestlers in the world. PWI dropped the official rankings yesterday, and the top 10 is as follows. Number 1, Cody Rhodes. Number 2, Jon Moxley. Number 3, Gunther. Number 4, Hangman Adam Page. Number 5, Hiroki Goto. Number 6, Jey Uso. Number 7, Swerve Strickland. Number 8, Seth Rollins. Number 9, Mystico. And number 10, Will Ospreay. Now, it's worth clarifying that this list is strictly a kayfabe list, and it consists mainly of kayfabe accomplishments. Hilariously, a Photoshop was surfacing on X yesterday of Jelly Roll featuring in the rankings at number 38. And this actually managed to trick a lot of fans into thinking Roll had somehow made his way into the official list. Next up, a WWE commentator blasts ESPN. ESPN's scathing C grade for WrestlePalooza hasn't gone down well with certain names in WWE, specifically NXT commentator Booker T.
There's 5 matches on the show. 5. Only 5. Okay. And not one match was bad. 2 matches I thought were stellar. One was the crown jewel of the show, which was, of course, the women's world title match that you were talking about.
Yeah.
I thought that Cody and Drew had a hell of a time. The mixed tag may have been the best mixed tag match I've ever seen. How do you give that a C? That's crazy. That's a crazy take.
Booker would then add that fans should be patient and wait to see where the Cena and Lesnar story will go.
But when I look at professional wrestling, I look at it from a different perspective. I look at it from a whole. And that whole is, not that it's not easy to go out there and knock it out of the park every time, but we got to actually lay in and overlay stories to actually get to where we're going. We really don't know where this story between John Cena and Brock Lesnar actually could be, possibly, perhaps, maybe going. I always say, sit back, watch, and wait, because the best is yet to come. That's the way I look at it.
Now this really feels like damage control from Booker T. WWE were telling the audience that the show was going to feel like a new version of WrestleMania, and ultimately, the show didn't feel remotely anything like that. Next up, Rhea Ripley can't get the blue off. In the closing moments of this week's edition of Monday Night Raw, Asuka would spray mist right at Rhea Ripley. Even though it didn't look substantial, Ripley was completely doused in the mist, so much so that she turned completely blue. Even though it seemed that Rhea Ripley tried to scrub off as much as possible, taking photos with a number of WWE stars, she actually left the arena still blue, as whilst leaving the arena, she took pictures with a young fan and was still seen as blue. Next up, Brock Lesnar's WWE future revealed. Now, just in case fans thought that Brock Lesnar was back in WWE for a brief run, it's now been confirmed that the former WWE champion will be working WrestleMania next year. WWE have dropped the official poster for the event, and Lesnar is featured on the poster along with other top names including Cody Rhodes and Becky Lynch. There's no news or even rumors as of yet in relation to who Lesnar will be facing at WrestleMania, but due to his star power, he's destined for a big match on the card. Fans continue to advocate for a match with Gunther, and that seems like the most sensible option based on the current roster. Next up, a serious allegation against a wrestler. A former TNA Knockouts World Champion, Masha Slamovich, has been accused of domestic violence by a former partner, Akira. A friend of Akira took to social media to share screenshots of conversations between the two parties, and they make for disturbing reading. Pictures have also been shared of the injuries sustained from the alleged abuse, and a trigger warning is in place for anyone who may be affected by the serious nature of the imagery in question. Numerous outlets, including Sports Illustrated, have shared an official statement from TNA which reads, "We take any allegations like this very seriously and have begun an internal investigation." According to Sports Illustrated, they have reached out to Slamovich so they can share her side of the story, but at the time of this video, they haven't heard back. Next up, TNA invades WWE. NXT delivered a huge invasion on their show last night as TNA tried to take over the show. The main event of the show last night saw NXT champion Obafemi face TNA World Champion Trick Williams with both championships on the line, and TNA talent had an issue with this due to none of these names being active TNA wrestlers. Numerous talents from the TNA roster arrived throughout the show and filled up the crowd during the main event, and after Mike Santana and Williams got physical, the rest of the TNA roster in attendance jumped over the barricade and total chaos ensued. NXT lead commentator Vic Joseph would label the chaos as total non-stop anarchy, which was a fair assessment of the situation. It's unclear where this will lead, but it's likely going to build to a TNA vs NXT matchup, and with TNA set to host their biggest pay-per-view of the year next month, that being Bound for Glory, this could be a perfect place to bring the company vs company storyline to a definitive close. Next up, the next wrestler to jump to Hollywood revealed. Now, we've seen this year alone names such as Cody Rhodes, Liv Morgan and Roman Reigns work on major Hollywood projects, and now we may know the next name to make the jump. According to Bronson Reed, he would love to venture into the world of acting, and a Netflix partnership opens up the door for him to explore this opportunity. Speaking on the Wrestling Classic, Division member stated, "I've always, and again, it's another dream. That's another hard avenue. But when I was in high school, I either wanted to be a pro wrestler or an actor, so I still have that in my back pocket. I've done some acting classes and stuff like that, so maybe now with what I'm doing with WWE and there's a Netflix partnership, you never know. Maybe you'll see me start stepping into that realm." Now, we're seeing more and more wrestlers wanting to work within Hollywood, and this was definitely thanks to the likes of John Cena, The Rock, and Batista excelling outside of the WWE realm. And finally, a Macho Man movie in the works. Our final story today takes a look at news relating to the Macho Man biopic that has been given the green light. PW Insider is reporting that Deadline has received word that Kenan Thompson's production company, the same one from Kenan and Kel and Saturday Night Live, is working on a biopic focused on Macho Man, and the movie will be titled Macho. Deadline.com reported this afternoon that SNL star Kenan Thompson's production company Artist for Artists is working on developing a biopic on the life and times of WWE Hall of Famer Randy Savage Poffo, who passed away in May of 2011. The project stems from a completed script by Savage's brother Lonnie Poffo, who died in February 2023, and Eric Shapiro. The title of the project is fittingly Macho. This sounds awesome, and the life of Randy Savage would certainly make for a compelling story on the big screen. But there you have it, folks, the wildest news stories and rumors you need to know. Be sure to leave your comments down below, and I'll see you next time with some more wrestling content.